Hello again, everybody. This is Patrick Pinto from BeeSeen Solutions, and welcome to another riveting episode of the ABCs of Digital Marketing. Today, we're sitting with one of our premier clients and friends, Margaret Beistel from Global Recruiters of Dublin. How are you today, Margaret?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing well, doing well. Margaret, knowing that you are in the recruiting and staffing world, why don't you tell everyone your audience, your kind of niche market of who you like to reach out to and who you like to speak with?
Sure. Yeah. So my name is Margaret Beistel. I'm an account manager at Global Recruiters of Dublin. Um, in my office, I specialize in recruiting and placing senior managers and executives within the production and manufacturing operations space in the medical device industry. So any executives who are in the operations space, I'd love to hear how I can help you guys, whether it's you guys looking for a new career move or looking to build your team. I'd be more than happy to schedule a call with you guys.
Margaret, tell us, how did you come into this industry? How did you find your way into? And if I could abbreviate, instead of Global Recruiters, if I could abbreviate to GRN of Dublin, how did you come into that?
Yeah, so I met Bill right after I graduated college. So my degree is in healthcare administration and I have a business administration minor. So this is pretty much my first job right out of college. I knew I wanted to get into the healthcare space, but I wanted to get more into the business side of things. So I think that with this industry in this company here at GRN Dublin, I've really been given the opportunity to learn a bunch of different aspects of the space, especially within manufacturing and medical device, especially since it's always been a goal of mine to still be in the healthcare space, but not on the more clinical side, but in the background. So that's how I got introduced to the space. My family, everybody's a healthcare professional in my family. Dad's a doctor, mom's a nurse. Cousins are all in the healthcare field, nurses, doctors, medical school. My aunts are all nurses. So healthcare I grew up around it. So that's something that, again, has always been close to my heart. And again, just growing up around hearing what they've been dealing with at the hospital and all of the up and coming current events in the space. Again, just hearing them talk about it, that's what kind of drew me into the space. And again, my education is more on the business side. So kind of meshing those two together, I feel like here as an account manager at GRN Dublin, it's the perfect blend of the two.
It sounds like it really is. What, if I could ask, what really separates your office, your division from other companies, other staffing companies that are in the same niche market? What makes you guys so unique?
Yeah, so here I think that we really take the time to get to know everybody on a personal level. So when I am first introduced to an individual, I really like to get a sense of what they're doing currently, what their goals are, what kind of company they want to work for, from, again, the industry, medical device, all the way up and through. I feel like what also differentiates me in our office is we are very upfront with what we see and how we can help. So say somebody's hiring for a role and it's very specific, and the reason why they're not finding this individual is because that individual isn't in the space. So we will counsel you throughout the entire process. Say somebody's also interviewing, we'll give you pointers on the way. So I think that like personal touch and staying close throughout the entire process, like I don't want to say holding your hand, but holding their hand throughout the entire process and making sure that they're getting the most out of it on both sides is what really sets us apart from other organizations, as it's not transactional, it's very personal.
Interesting. How has this COVID world that we live in, this new society as we're unfortunately involved with, how has that affected your actual recruiting and actual placement of staffing?
Yeah, so it just started picking up in the last, I want to say, a few months. So it was pretty slow at the beginning. It was a lot of networking, which was super beneficial for me since I was so new to the space. It really gave me the opportunity to learn about the individuals who are in the space, the executives in it, and the roles that they would be bringing back after the pandemic. So in terms of interviewing, I feel like people are going to stay more virtual, doing more Zoom interviews. as opposed to on-site visits. And I also think that it provides clients the opportunity to really take the time to improve those processes within their organizations, as opposed to doing more cost-saving initiatives. So again, process improvement things. Again, I feel like COVID really transformed the entire industry in ways that we don't even really know yet, just because we're just starting to come out of it. Like we're just starting to get vaccines and all that stuff. So it's really fascinating to be a part of it, especially as a 2020 graduate. I graduated like mid-pandemic. So it's been fun navigating it, and I feel like it's been a learning curve for everybody, and it's fun and exciting to learn alongside everybody else. I hope that answers your question.
No, of course it did. Of course, it's how you perceive it, and in today's world, these are all uncharted waters that we're in. It's not something that we're used to. It's not something that we have experience in. But it's amazing to see GRN of Dublin do what they do, and how proficient and successful they are in what they do. If you had to, let me ask this question: if you had to leave the audience today with an impression that you wanted to leave on them, something that you wanted to almost leave behind for them, what would it be about you and about GRN of Dublin?
Yeah, so with me and GRN Dublin, again, I try to stay away from the whole transactional aspect of just sales and account management in general. I really enjoy networking with individuals in the space. So however I can help, if it's just having a conversation, if you want to block off time on your calendar and vent to me about how your day is going and whatever's happening, I feel like I'd be more than happy to do that. And same with everybody in the office. I feel like we would be able to help with anybody in any personal way. I feel like that's the benefit of working with a smaller organization, is that it's very catered to whatever the individuals I'm working with need. So that's my takeaway. Please reach out to me with any advice, any help. If you need help, again, building your team, or any clients out there that need help building your team, or say you're a little dissatisfied with where you're at now, again, I'd love to just at least talk about it and have that conversation, and hopefully be able to guide you in the right direction, whether it's working with me or with somebody else that I know.
I got to tell you, working with you guys for the period that we have, and obviously the longevity of the relationship, and the road that we're traveling down together, it's a privilege and honor to work with GRN of Dublin, to work with you, to work with Bill Howard, to just work with the whole team that we have there, or you have there, and to kind of understand your direction, understand your focus. And we really, as I said, we do a lot of the marketing for you and the lead generation for you, and we love just the progress that's going on, and we love to see what we're doing, and it's just been a total success. Thank you for taking the time today to speak with us. And if there's anything else you want to close out with.
Yeah, well, thanks for all the kind words. I really appreciate that. And thanks to you guys for doing all the behind the scenes work, because it's awesome. Again, just talking to more executives in the space, just hearing what's going on and what they're looking for, and just networking and getting to know individuals. So that's something that, again, I really value as I move forward in my career. So thanks to you guys. And that's all.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. And like I like to tell everybody, thank you again, Margaret, for meeting with us today and taking the time to let the world know who you are and what you do at GRN of Dublin. But more importantly, thank you for the relationship. And like I always say, well, it's good to know one another. It's always good to be seen. Thank you.